Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. I am continuing on the spooky Halloween train, can't stop, won't stop, and my partner actually gave me such a cool idea whenever I was making the glow-in-the-dark video with the glow-in-the-dark Lion Brand Chenille Glow yarn, and he gave me the idea of making invisible tapestries. They're not actually going to be invisible, right? Like, I'm not magic. But the premise is that you won't be able to really see the design until the lights are off. So I went to Joann and I was browsing as I do. I saw that Lion Brand had some polyester like worsted weight glow in the dark yarn. So I picked some up and we're gonna do this. I think it's gonna be such a cool idea. Okay. I'm gonna like kind of lay out my idea. I'm gonna have background color in a normal acrylic yarn and then do the design in the glow in the dark yarn so that when you turn off the lights you can see the design. Now the yarn that I have for like the background colors, they're not perfect matches. Obviously I was limited by whatever colors that Lion Brand had for the glow in the dark yarn. So speaking of, this is the DIY Glow Cozy by Lion Brand and it is 100% polyester. This is in the color white. This is lilac, and this is neon yellow. Now the background colors I have, I'm just gonna use the yarn that I used for my Halloween tapestries. I do not need to go be buying more yarn. I can use what I have at home. My partner always says, you have a yarn store at home. So yeah, I didn't want to go and buy like perfect matches because I already had this yarn. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is specifically for this purple, it's like not the best match, but I'll go ahead and show you. For the purple lilac, I'm also using lilac. This is the Big Twist Value 100% acrylic yarn. So as you can see, definitely not a perfect match. You'll definitely be able to see the design with the lights on, but it's still gonna be really cool. Okay. It's still gonna be cool. That's the first color combo. Okay, next up, second best, is Glow Neon Yellow mixed with True Value in Slime. So as you can see, not a perfect match, but it'll still be cool. I hope it'll be cool. It'll be cool. There's that. And then last but certainly not least, in fact, arguably best, I'm going to be using the white with white. I mean, it's white, so I'll go ahead and talk about the designs I'm doing. I already designed them, and I was trying to like think of an idea that would be simple and kind of lean towards Halloween. So what I designed was skeleton hands. I mean, they're simple designs, right? But they're skeleton hands, and one's doing a peace sign, my signature, one's doing rock and roll, and then one's doing shaka. Like I said, yeah, pretty simple designs. I'm not sure like which colors I'm gonna use for what yet, but I am really excited. Full disclosure, I actually already started on the purple one and they're all the same dimensions, so I haven't actually started on the design. I literally just like crocheted a couple rows because I had the yarn with me and I was bored. I don't remember what I was doing, but I did like 3 rows of the purple. Yeah, they're all going to be the same dimension, so about this wide by probably end up being like that tall. Anyways, that is like the entire plan kind of laid out, so just go ahead and get started on it, I suppose. And yeah. Oh, also, I just wanted to point out that my nails glow in the dark, so very fitting for the video. Hello, hello. So I have made some progress on the first tapestry. As you can see, I have the carpels and some metacarpels done, and I think that this color is gonna be like the least cool because the color difference is so drastic between the glow in the dark and the background color. Also, I think it was the Faded Wildflower Crochet did a video on the glow-in-the-dark yarn, and she said that no matter what color of the glow-in-the-dark Lion Brand yarn you get, it's always going to be green glow. So, I mean, I think it's still cool. Anyways, that is my update on the tapestry. I'm doing the peace sign first. You probably couldn't tell, but yeah. So I finished it. I'm sorry that I didn't film a lot. It all happened so fast. I don't know what happened. No, for real, it did work up really quickly though. I think it looks pretty sweet. This is gonna be probably like the one with the most visibility of the like pattern because it's like the biggest contrast between the two colors. The other two colors I have are closer to each other. So anyways, I went ahead and did a border in the glow-in-the-dark yarn too. So really I just have to add a dowel onto it. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I like that you can see the design, so I can at least have like one that's like makes sense hanging on my wall. Wait. Hello, update. This is only as far as I've gotten. I did take like a day break from this because I wanted to crochet Moodang. She's just a girl. Yeah, anyways, I did that. And now I'm ready to continue working on this. Oh my gosh, I just saw the wildest thing. There was a zoo in China that was in this huge scandal because they claimed to have pandas at their zoo, but people were like, those are some weird looking pandas. And then the pandas started panting and barking, and the zoo was like, okay, so we just took some chow dogs and dyed their fur to look like pandas. And they're like, we never claimed to have pandas, we claim to have panda dogs. And they like don't understand how people would be mad. Look it up, it's crazy, it's real, I'm not making this up. There's videos of these dogs in these like panda exhibits. Anyways, that's wild. It is currently Oktoberfest where I'm living, and there is a huge parade going on today, and I don't know why I thought it would be a great idea to like go for a walk. In my head I was like, I'm gonna go people watch, and I started walking and there's so many people, and I didn't even have reception because there were so many people. So I ended up walking the complete opposite direction of all the people in the parade. I did hear bagpipes, but I did not see the parade at all. Anyways, that's what's going on with me. We went out for pizza last night and I was working on Moodang at the table, and our server was like, oh my gosh, I crochet. And I was just like, oh my god, you know Moodang? And she was like, no. And I was like, the baby hippo that was recently born in Thailand. I like showed her what I was making. She's like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, how do you do that? So I like kind of explained, like, I was like, yeah, it's just like single crochets, whatever. It was just cool. Anytime I meet crocheters in the real world, it's just like always so exciting. Alrighty, here's my really quick update. As you can see, I am almost done with the hand. I just have the last phalanx of the thumb, and then it's like, I don't know, 10 rows of extra green on top of that. I'm gonna keep working on this. I just wanted to give you a little update. Alright, it's done. I did go ahead and do the same border in the glow-in-the-dark yarn, and the contrast is definitely a lot on camera between these two colors. In person, it's not as great of a contrast, but yeah, here is the second one all done. I am still debating if I want to put a dowel on them or not. The alternative would be to just do like a string with no dowel. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the last one, and I think the last one is gonna be like kind of difficult to crochet because it's gonna be white on white, and there won't be a lot, if any, color difference between the two, so I think it might be a little difficult to see what I'm doing, but luckily like the fiber types are quite different, so that'll kind of help me out. But hey, so I started on the white one. Not too much to show because it's just the bottom rows before the design, but this I am just about to start putting in the skeletal design, so I'm very curious to see if it's going to be difficult to kind of work with double white yarn or not. My partner and I watched this new show on Netflix called Chaos. Let me know if you've seen it. It is about Greek mythology in like the modern world. It's like modernized Greek mythology, and it's so good. There's just one season, but yeah, if you're into Greek mythology, I highly recommend it. It was very good, very easy to binge. And now we are watching Wednesday. I never watched it when it came out a couple years ago, and I figured now is like the perfect time to watch it. My partner's never even seen The Addams Family, so this is like his first Addams Family experience, but I really like it so far. I think we're only on like episode 3 or so, but I really like that it's kind of like a mystery, a whodunit kind of. As I'm filming this, it is officially October 1st, which means it's kind of like the time where I can convince my partner to start watching scary movies with me. He's not really like super into scary movies, so he always agrees to watch scary movies with me during October because he knows how much I like them, but I don't watch them really year-round. Like, I will sometimes, but I do really enjoy just kind of watching them in October, like getting in the Halloween spirit, you know? Alright, I'm adding the glow-in-the-dark yarn now. They're definitely like different tones of white, but not so different that it's like very obvious, and definitely like I think that I could easily miss stitches with it. I'll show you once I get a couple stitches in. What else have we been watching? We also are watching The Circle, and I think that the season finale is coming out tomorrow, so we'll see who wins that. We love like reality TV. Oh, we also watched the entirety of what Hulu has of Clarence, which is a Cartoon Network like kids show, but it was just like something to put on for kind of like noise, you know? And that show was funny and cute, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself watching Clarence. And then of course we're watching One Piece, but we just kind of started it and it's like very daunting because there's so much of that show. Anyways, this is what it looks like. So you can definitely see how it's gonna be way more like invisible from far away, but I'm gonna keep working on this, and then once I have some more of the graph worked up, I will show you what it's looking like. Hello, wanted to show you my progress. How cool! You can like barely see any difference with this one, which is sick. That's exactly what I wanted for all of them, but I just like couldn't bring myself to buy more yarn for this to like find perfect matches. And even if I did, I'm not sure I would have been able to find like perfect matches, but white is white, you know? I mean, there's different shades of white, and they are different shades of white if you look really closely, but yeah, you can tell it is like slightly different, but not enough where it's like significant. Y'all, this is so difficult to crochet. I thought that the texture difference would be enough to make it like pretty obvious like where my stitches are and like the different yarn fibers, and I thought it would be easier to tell what I'm doing, but it is actually like so difficult. I don't think I'm making any mistakes because every time I count, everything seems to be fine. Luckily, the pattern isn't like crazy intricate or anything, so I mean there's a decent amount of color changes, but yeah, it's definitely a lot more difficult than the other two were. I feel like I have to go very, very slow and pay attention to what I'm doing, but I did put it in the dark I went under the blanket and it looks right. So anyways, that is my update. I'm excited about this one. I think this one's gonna be the coolest. Okay, really quick update before work. First of all, look at the sunrise. Alright, second of all, it's kind of hard to show you. I only have one hand because I'm holding the camera or it will fall. Yeah, you can't see anything, but I think I have about 2 more phalanges, 1.5, something like that. Almost done.